Thompson, it doesn't really matter how the matchup's supposed to go. He always does something crazy. I don't know what it's going to be this game, but it's very 50-50. You know, you never know. I've seen him do this a few times now in different matchups, especially on Ember where he can't get a decent lane advantage. Oh.
First blood coming out over top as Cuckoo gets the kill here on Asakshka. Seb trying to keep him, Jarek's alive with the purification, but just was not enough as they were able to lock him down continuously. More with that Stormhammer. And again, Inkswell bottom again. Seb this time taken out, and it's a third kill here for TNC early on. Where Thompson's struggling on this Ember.
The best thing though is at least for Ana on the Morphling, he's getting a decent amount from this lane. Like he's having almost free farm, you'd say. But
boy, Cuckoo coming over to help out Armel and Sleight of Fist searing chains, but unable to get out. And another kill here for TNC in the first kill over mid.
And he's level 4 now. Like, if you're playing this tri lane, you really want to be bullying the Omni Knight enough so that the Sven can gain some kind of an advantage in the lane, so that he can then just like deal with the Omni Knight by himself. It free up the Nyx and the AA to kind of roam around a little bit more afterwards, but it's not worked out like that. Mid as well. Oh god. Was the
kill here on
first sanities.
Thompson. And you just don't see the stacking that's necessary to be as optimal.
He has taken a triple stack on the Sven already, to be fair. So, you know, he's getting something. Bot lane, AA.
Inkswell. AU trying to get out of this one, turns back, and it's because Gabby's here, but well, Gabby unable to save the life of this apparition. However, they are converging on this bottom lane. A two-man stun from Tims. The Stormhammer to follow it up. Look at the kill on a Jarex. And the Abaddon will be able to deny himself, but there's the Sanity's Eclipse being thrown into Seb. Double kill here for Armel, and TNC continue to roll.
Yeah, really nice Phantom's Embrace by Jarex there when he TP'd in. Stopped when the Batright TP'd in, sorry. Stopped him from, you know, really doing anything there.
Stun again here on the Thompson. Sleight of Fist trying to run it away, but 3 heroes coming over. There's the Chilling Touch. Armel with another kill. And this OD... 4-0-1 already has the Midas finished. If they fight as 5 and that fight goes poorly, that's just going to boost what TNC's got an advantage.
Okay, so good thing for OG is Thompson's gone for this build where he hasn't got any points in Flame Guard, which is going to allow him to actually fight really well early on with this change with the Inkswell.
Chains now, Inkswell coming through. They've got the Soul Bind placed onto Armel. No Astro Imprison himself, keep himself alive. Ice Blast coming out onto the Abaddon. They also got the lasso onto the Ember. The Sanity's Eclipse is going to be dropped. Now Gabby comes into the mix. They get the kill onto the Ember as well as the Abaddon. 2 more in a bad spot as Ana forced the waveform away with the Inkswell on him. They'll turn into the Nyx, get a 3-man stun, eat a stun from the real Nyx. And in a lot of trouble trying to get out of this one. Seb trying to keep him alive. Back into the Nyx form. Inkswell on top of Jarak, but unable to do anything as he falls. And Seb and Ana back up all the way to the tier 1 tower, somehow surviving. God Strength gets popped by Gabby. Looking over at Seb. They've got the stun. Moving forward, and Tim's looking to stun of the Abaddon once again. So he's in a bad spot with the Sleight of Fist, searing chains. And eventually Gabby will get the kill. They will get the deny on the Abaddon, but 3 heroes dead on OG, and they lost this fight miserably. I mean, Thompson's chains, maybe get 1 in return, but there's the Vendetta. Sleight of Fist again, not going to be enough. Remnants over, still trying to kill the Abaddon. 15 health. Get the chain stun? He can't do 15 health of damage, and he will end up losing his life chasing this Abaddon. And on top of it, there's the Tips handing it out, making it rain on Thompson with those TI shards, and they'll get the kill on the Jarex. 15-6, 7,000 net worth lead here for TNC.
The Omni Knight's just sitting behind the Morphling because they need a purge available just in case Ana gets gone on.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Not easy for OG.
5 heroes here over towards top of the Blink forward, and he's got the Astro Imprisonment as well as the Ice Block, setting it up with the Impale and a very dead Thompson, and they'll line it up with the Stormhammer and continually just hand out tips. The last one with the Blink Astro Imprisonment. This time Tim's moving forward with a Vendetta, looking over at Seb. They start to converge, but it seems to be a little bit too slow. Stormhammer, Inkswell, the damage from Gabby. They've got the stun as well as the silence. Ana trying to do as much damage as he can here. He's joined here by the Abaddon. Gabby just in no man's land. He takes one before he dies, but that is a 7-time streak going the way of the Morphling. He will buy onto the BKB before he falls too.
I mean, this, as long as Tim's just hangs around in the trees here, like, OG aren't really going to get anything from this. Oh, Gabby's coming over, actually. There's...
Way again, Ice Blast setting it up and might be very dead. He's Sleight of Fist. He's got the Remnant trying to get away, but the rest of TNC are here to get the kill. They'll look over at the Abaddon. They'll continue to give chase. The Soulbind is thrown at the Batrider and the OD. Ana trying to do all he can to save his Abaddon, who's actually buying a little bit of a time for his inevitable death. Well. Gabby on the back end with the BKB being popped. They'll finally look over at the Abaddon, who will deny himself after all that hard work from TNC. Or not all by himself, but with how far behind Thompson is, feels like it would be all by him. Meanwhile,
oh dear,
got the spot Carapace, and Ana's turned into the Nyx. They'll Remnant forward, looking for the Nyx Assassin. They've got the Searing Chains onto the Sven. They'll get the kill. They'll look over at Gabby. The Stormhammer gets thrown here at Sakshka, and he'll pop the BKB to TP out.
Like Roche has... I feel like these kind of like one-for-one trades are so bad for TNC. They just have to make sure they're not giving away anything for free.
They're trying for Cuckoo, and he morphs into the Nyx Assassin, a Spike Carapace. That'll lock the Batrider in place. They've got the Inkswell too, and one more shot. Thompson will get the kill, and much needed gold going his way.
I mean, this is the problem though. This is the problem if you pick the Ember up in the early stages of the draft. It's like not towards the end, that it does have this option to be counterpicked. And like I said, everybody else was banning out OD yesterday. OG just decided they didn't want it.
Looking over at Jerax, they've got the Yules. They'll look for the stun. The Impale will land. The right click's coming through. They've also got the lasso. That'll hit on the Thompson. There's a 2-man Ice Blast. The OP is going to be popped here by Seb. They'll get the gun to Jerax. They'll Remnant away, trying to get out of the hands of TNC, into the hands of Armel. Ends up going down to Cuckoo. The BKB's been popped by Gabby, and Ana forced to waveform even further away to disengage.
It's really scary as well for OG, right? That this OD's really close to BKB, and Armel's been playing so well this game. When he gets that online, all of a sudden this E-Blade on the Morph can't even do anything to the OD anymore. Like, he's going to be completely untouchable in that BKB duration. And
Impale, God's Strength, Ice Blast coming in, and Seb's going to end up dying. He's a lot of the sustain here for OG. And then Thompson, he's the victim next. We're actually surviving, gets to the back lines. I thought he might be dead. They end up taking Jerax instead. But, oh, there's the Spike Carapace. Down goes the Abaddon. Sanity's Eclipse blowing up Ana, who buys back immediately with 3 heroes.
Yeah, as soon as Seb dies first in that fight, the fight's all TNC. They just wipe through them. They have decent amounts of control as well. Like, they've got the Sven stun, the lasso, the Nyx stuns, the Hex on the OD, and they're all coming from different sources. Like they're reliant on one hero for this lockdown.
They're trying to go for this Roche, but there's the Ice Blast as well as the BKB going to be popped here by Armel. They'll get the kill into the Abaddon. They'll look over at Seb. They'll get the kill, and now, like we were just talking about, without Seb, are they even really a team? They try to get the kill here onto Cuckoo. They will finally find one. Jerax running away from Armel, who is silenced for the moment. But while that's happening, Ana will be taking a ride against this TNC squad, trying to survive, gets impaled. Armel finally finishes off Jerax, who does get soulbound, but surviving, but eventually hexed. Armel right-clicking away the waveform out of the low ground. The TP attempt, the Lincoln's popped and gets away! Woo. I mean, they've got control. The Roche pit now, they'll take the first Roche of the game, get themselves the Aegis, and up by so much. I mean, it's almost like they're playing with their food at the moment.
Oh, did he sell something on Seb to pick up that halberd? I don't know what he sold, but didn't have the gold when I looked a second ago.
Throw the silence on Armel, Stroke of Fate, then the Remnant behind. They were looking with Tims. They've got the Soulbind, so this is setting up quite nicely for OG. It's the best it's set up so far, but the two-man stun comes out from Tims. He's got that Anadis. He's able to survive. The Senator's Clip is going to be dropped down. They'll get the kill on the save. They look over at the Abaddon, getting right-clicked by Armel, looking forward for even more. They've got the Yules here on a Jarek. Sleight of Fist comes out, but they'll grab another one. 3 heroes dead. They'll continue on to the base. He'll morph into the Nyx Assassin, pop the Spike Carapace. It'll stun up Tims, but the waveform over to the left. There's the E-Blade. Hex, Anna trying to survive, trying to make a play happen here with not much help from Topson. Finally pops the Aegis, so it's something. Anna still alive, but everybody's here. He turns into the Nyx again and stuns them up. Can he survive once more? No, not this time. However, Tims does eventually fall. Topson gets a kill. It seems like it's his first kill in who knows how long.
His top tower is
It's the Spirit Vessel, but he still needs a Spirit Vessel, just in case.
It was the item that almost replaced his job back when it was first released.
Oh, the Hex.
Swing forward, there's the Hex. Topson getting low and stunned up here by Gabby. They'll throw the ult, but it's a little bit too late to save Topson. The Soulbind comes in. They've also got the Silence as well as the Heaven's Halberd onto both these heroes. Astro Imprisonment staying alive. Seb without any mana. He's got the Aphotic Shield on him, and he is quite tanky. The BKB is going to be popped here by Armel. He's moving forward. There's the lasso. They get the kill on Jarex. Topson trying to do something, but hexed up. Triple kill for Gabby, looking for it all. Seb still alive. Ultra kill. Can it be the Rampage? Give it to him. Give it to this man. Armel, come on. Are you kidding me? Come on. GG is called IOG. TNC get the game. We're going to a game 3.
Well, Gabby manages to get to the secret shop to buy his A.
Pad those
It's a
stats.
big brain play.